I'm truly adoring this brand new movie just dropped on Netflix called His Three Daughter, and this movie it is starring Carrie Coon, Elizabeth Olsen, Natasha Lyonne, and this movie it is directed by Azazel Jacob. And when I saw this movie was coming on Netflix, like after reading the a synopsis, I really thought this movie will not hold up. The movie about these three sisters in one, like the whole movie take place in this apartment. Story like this is really hard to capture audience attention whenever a story like this people like to tell. That means watching this movie was really amazed me, because this movie was so captivating, and at the time it was so intense, and the relationship between these three sisters, like as the movie goes on and unfold all the characters there, like how their life is, what they're dealing with in this movie was quite like really very well done from this director. Like you gotta give it to this guy Azazel Jacob. He has directed this movie called French Exit. So I have seen that movie. That movie is okay. It's not as captivating as this one, because this movie story itself, it's so like emotional. We see in this movie this dying father, he's in this hospice care, and this three daughter basically they come to his apartment to say goodbye to him because he's taking his last breath in this movie. This movie, when I tell us like from this movie story point of view, it sounds really boring, but watching this movie was actually quite interesting, especially as this movie tells us the story about this three sisters. Especially we see the big sister Katie, played by Carrie Coon. She's this controlling sister, she tried to control like Natasha Lyonne, her in this movie, like too much, especially the way she treat her Rachel in this movie. Rachel, who is this pothead in this movie, like she smokes weed like all day long in this movie basically. And when I first met her, I was like, wow, she's just this pothead, she's saying all this thing, pot is legal and everything. But as the movie goes on, you really feel for Rachel, that you feel like, wow, Katie is really mean to Rachel in this movie. But as we learn more about Rachel and Katie, their relationship, we understand why their relationship is like that. On the other hand, Christina, played by Elizabeth Olsen, she is middle of this fight. She's tired of the way Katie is treating Rachel and everything. Of course, when I learn in this movie that Rachel is not their actual sister, she's their step sister. That was quite interesting twist in this movie when this movie revealed to us. I was like, did they say she's their step sister? Wow, you gotta give it to Rachel. She took a lot of shit from Katie, because she had Katie was just so mean to her. I was like, wow. But end of the day, I really felt for Katie and Rachel and Christina, both of all these three sisters. I feel like they are so different from each other, and yet I really felt they didn't have a bond, let's be honest, in this movie. However, the way this movie ends, especially the last scene in this movie with their father, that was just heart touching. I was really crying end of this movie. This is one of those movies, you're gonna cry at least once watching this movie. That being said, of course, I do see some people are not enjoying this movie. This is one of those movies, when you read the story, it obviously is not for everyone. This is very emotional movie. Their father is dying and they're dealing with all this inner conflict with each other. They're learning a lot of stuff about each other. So, this is one of those sad movies. But although it is, as I say, it is sad, but same time, it is quite entertaining still. It was so captivating. I was like, wow. Last scene is just especially the dad scene. The father, when he's imagining his last goodbye with his three daughters. That scene is so well done. Damn it, I was crying the whole time I was watching it. This movie is it's really so well directed. So I hope he gets nomination, this director, because I feel like he really deserves it. His work in this movie was quite good. Especially the dialogue were really good. If this movie, especially the performance are so good, obviously everybody will be talking about the performance. But I have to give it to the also dialogues were quite good as well. I feel like overall this is one of those movies really very well made. Again, it's not going to be for everyone, but I personally really enjoyed this movie. This was very one of those emotional watch movies, so I really liked, and that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget other reviews on other Netflix movie. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.